Hi, welcome to Law Soiree 2024. My name is Millie Winquist and I'm currently a 6th grader at MCR. Miss Mary is my grandma. She started the school 40 years ago for my mom and my uncle. And when I was 2.5, she started the pre-primary classroom because she thought it was time that I started at MCR. Her family and the family of all who attend MCR is very important to her. Now I'd like to share with you a couple of our alumni students who would like to share with you their thoughts of MCR.
My name is Krista Supich-Wingander, and I was in the very first MCR class when it was located on 52nd Street in the mid-'80s. My memories could be a combination of photos that my parents meticulously kept in a photo album, or they could be real. It's hard to know. But I do think that my experience there shaped who I am today profoundly. Students at MCR are able to be curious. They're able to explore the world, meet new people without judgment, and again, really become, I think, global citizens. Some of my memories at MCR include making mint tea from the materials in the outdoor classroom, hammering breadcrumbs to feed wildlife, popcorn picnics on the hillside. I think I remember having colored popcorn for the first time, and that was an amazing thing. Singing in circle time. I remember being very patient and desperately wanting to play a triangle and waiting for my turn to do so. Some artwork that I have from my experience still is in my home today, actually adorning my daughter's wall. It's pressed flowers that I made in MCR circa 1986, probably. I cherish my memories there, and I'm so thankful for the innovative group of parents and teachers who helped found the school so many years ago. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Hudson, and I went to MCR from first grade when my family first moved to Omaha, Nebraska, all the way through 6th grade. And since MCR, I've gone on to graduate from MIT with a double major in computer science and business analytics. And I am now working at a startup in New York City with some friends from school. So when I look back at my entire educational journey, I think that I definitely owe a large part of the foundation that I carried with me to MCR and the Montessori method. For instance, I first remember learning about the basic operations of math on the floor of a classroom, on a rug with beads and blocks. And I think that was just a really approachable way for me to first wrap my head around a topic that would eventually become a lifelong interest of mine. But beyond the hard skills, I think that one thing that's really valuable about MCR is the early exposure to public speaking and specifically giving presentations. I think that instilling the attitude of, oh, presentations are something that are fun and that you should look forward to is really valuable to carry on from elementary school all the way through college, where approaching a presentation with a good attitude can make it so much easier to go stand up in front of a large lecture hall. And so one final anecdote that I wanted to share about my memories from MCR is actually my first memory. So when I first moved to Omaha, it was the middle of January, so halfway through the school year. And I was in first grade and my younger sister was in primary school. And so she was having a bit of a rough time adjusting to the new environment. And so one thing that the Miss Marys and that the teachers would do to kind of help her have an easier day would be to bring her from the primary classrooms down to E1 where I was, and we could hang out there for a bit. And so what I remember most about this is that she, at the time, had these ducky slippers that would quack with every step. And so I have a vivid memory of kind of hearing a faint quack off down the hallway, and then it would get louder and louder, and next thing you know, I would see my sister and Miss Mary around the corner. Thank you to Miss Mary and to all the teachers and everybody who makes MCR such a special place. Happy 40th anniversary.
Hi there, my name is Lucy. I went to MCR from the time I was in preschool through 6th grade. And then I eventually went on to complete a dual bachelor's degree at Tufts University in international relations and French. Then I earned a Fulbright fellowship to go teach English in a high school in Marseille, France, after I graduated from Tufts. And after that year, I decided to stay in France, and I found a job teaching English at the University of Bordeaux, which I've been doing for the past almost 2 years. And then next year, I will be pursuing a master's in international development in France from the Sciences Po Paris School of International Affairs. So I owe a lot of the way I see learning to my time at Montessori. And of course, also my love of the French language. I think the way you learn self-motivation and independence in the classroom really set me up for success at every step of my life to come. Like setting daily and weekly goals for yourself at such a young age, and being able to choose which work you do, when, and even when you decide to have snack time, for example, is such a powerful thing in getting us ready for the future and for making important decisions independently, which I still draw from today in my life as an adult. And I also want to give a big shout out to Madame Chantal for instilling me with this deep connection and love for the French language and culture. Some of my first memories at school were of singing songs and learning nursery rhymes in French. And we would play with puppets, and we would do just really fun stuff. And she would speak to us mostly in French. And of course, we didn't understand everything, but it's so important to learn a language early like that and learn the accent and the sounds. And I think I owe a lot of how I can speak French now to her. So yeah, we even performed plays and we sang songs for a real audience, like for our parents, in French. And I think that was a really cool experience for us to have as kids as well. So just thank you so much to the team of teachers and administrators at MCR that make it such a nurturing environment that allows for so much growth. Thank you so much, and happy 40-year anniversary.